this generation has developed a snacking genes. We need to understand where to stop and how much you have to eat. Seasonal food is available. We should enjoy that food. The process we are eating is giving the overburden for our internal organs.
Food can be considered as a fuel, but not as a medicine.
You should have at least 3 to 4 types of food in your meal.
Anaga, I want to understand how the diet should be the fuel for our body. And I want to understand the connection between this fuel, that is food, to the health. I know our ancestors ate food as a fuel so that they can go out hunt, and so that this fuel is there as long as they hunt the next meal. But currently the food is so widely available, we eat it for pleasure and comfort. How do we connect this health, the diet and the health, in a right order?
So right now, I can say we earlier we were like, it's like not earlier, like we can consider as a term like we are overnourished.
Overnourished.
And there is right now there is a lot of ample food is available because of the lot of changes, and the industrialization has done a lot of different farming practices are involved. But there is no food scarcity. Okay. Yes, there is a food scarcity for the people who are not able to afford the food, but there is a lot of food available right now. And because of that, there are a lot of food industries are also available, and we being a desk jockeys, we are not moving that much, and then there is new genes is developed that is called the snacking genes. What we call this term is very familiar right now on social media, that snacking genes. So we this generation has developed a snacking genes. Means not, we cannot say that this generation, but we can consider us also into the snacking generation. Like earlier we used to have the nuts and seeds during winters, even for the population from the UK or the major rich country. They also used to have nuts and raisins during the winters. They are making cakes and having their festivals and all that. But right now, on the basis of having a nutritious food or the good food or superfood, with all these terms, we all are started eating nuts and seeds or raisins or different fruits every like 24 hours a day, and
It's available at home.
It's available at home. It's even I'm getting all kind of cohort of patients. So most of the drivers, because of their work schedule, they are not able to sit. I mean, most of the driver who deliver the food, like the DHL, the courier guys and all
Yes,
that,
yes.
they don't get time because they have to complete their task within that time
Time
duration.
frame, yes.
So they don't get time to eat their food on time. So they munch on the nuts because it's healthy, but they don't know it's healthy, but we are overnourishing, we are overeating it, and that's why it is bad. So we need to understand where to stop and how much you have to eat. So understanding of portion of food and understanding that how much you need actually is very important. So the food, you have to use it as a fuel and not as a
Comfort blanket.
Yeah.
The same way, people call the Mediterranean diet as our ancestors' diet. So they went out to hunt for meat, and so people proclaim that Mediterranean diet is the best diet, that is the only thing gives us the fuel, rest all just rubbish. What is your take on that?
Mediterranean diet is a kind of a lifestyle of certain region. Okay, so I cannot say that is bad. That, and right now we are like, we don't consider ourselves as a citizen of some part or some areas. We can consider us as a global citizens, or whatever the new generation is coming in line, we can consider them as a global citizens, because they might not be living in one place for more than 5 to 6 years. They might relocate from different parts of the world for their work purpose or because of their other requirements and all those things. So we don't have to stick with some diets, but we should understand that whatever the geographically available seasonal food is available in that part, you should enjoy that food because that is suitable for that climatic condition, that environmental conditions. And plus you have to take care and understand your body yourself, and according to that you have to balance your energy and you have to choose the food rather than going for the Mediterranean diet or the vegetarianism or vegan or the only like some
best food or anything.
Yeah.
There are lots of researchers have recognized that Asian food and the Mediterranean diet are the best form of diet to reduce the inflammation within the body. What is your thoughts on that? If that's going to reduce the inflammation of the body, are they going to be helpful to reduce other disease such as rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia disorders, polymyalgia rheumatica? These are all inflammatory disorders in the body.
Yeah, means if you follow good practice and if you are eating, because most of the plant-based products has a lot of micronutrients involved in that. So if you are having a good plant-based diet and the Mediterranean diet which include the nuts and seeds, so it will be very beneficial. Like there is a new research going on, or you can say not that I'm not sure about the research, but most of the dietitians are using the seed cycling method for managing the PCOD or PCOS symptoms, because whatever hormones are whenever there is a PCOD or PCOS get involved, there is hormones are given to the patients by the gynecologist and the GPs. So or sometimes they are given the supplements which encourage the management of the estrogen hormones and the progesterone hormone. So the seed cycling is the process which is get involved to manage the PCOS. The same thing when we consider means there are a lot of things involved in, like if there is a for the sleeping issues, there is a melatonin is involved. For melatonin, people means the dietitian suggests to have the food which contains the melatonin that you can include in your diet in the evening times. Like you can have almonds and nuts, or you can go for the chamomile tea, which will initiate you the sleep and reduce your stress levels. So these are the things are there, but very few food items having the research based studies are behind these kind of food items. But yes, partially it is beneficial. And if you when we consider the sustainable living aspects, so that this kind of Mediterranean diets and the sustainable diets, the seasonal foods are always good for the person, and it helps in reducing the inflammation of the body, because whatever the process we are eating which is giving the overburden for our internal organs, like if you are having a lot of processed food, so it is making difficult to liver and kidney to function well, and the gut health and the gut flora get damaged. So you have to, when the Mediterranean diet get considered, so there are the probiotics and the prebiotics get involved. So the probiotics, we must know that there are the artificial probiotics are also available. Not, we cannot say artificial. The synthetic man-made probiotics are available in the market. Plus the other probiotics are like kefir, the yogurt, and the what we can say, the fermented products are available in the market, the pickles and other things, so which act as a probiotic. But there is also a term called as a prebiotics. That prebiotics are the food that helps in developing or making a sustainable environment for the bacteria which we are introducing through the probiotics. So these prebiotics, you will get it from the nutrient, or the prebiotics are, you will get it from the garlic, the onion, and the other nuts, or I'm not sure about the nuts, but there are some herbs involved, the turmeric and all those things, which provide the good environment, and these are considered as a prebiotic. So right now the probiotics is in the market, but you also have to think about the prebiotics, because if there is not good prebiotics in your body, whatever you are adding from outside, it should not work, it should not sustain in your gut.
Next one. Is there any diet pattern or regime which really helps to reduce the inflammation within the body, i.e., people with rheumatoid arthritis or polymyalgia rheumatica or polyfibromyalgia syndromes? So, these are all the generalized inflammatory conditions within the muscles and joints. Is there any other, products people can take? Not the products in the sense diet people can follow.
Yeah, means I have managed some people with the regular arthritis, not the rheumatic arthritis. Osteoarthritis, okay. But during that period, mainly the patient, rather than following a diet, patient is mostly in the pain, okay.
Okay.
And so if we can focus on their other aspects, like to make them relax and to make them a good sleep, and focus on reducing their stress levels. So there are some dietary guidelines, we can plan them so that they can reduce their stress levels. And for their bone health, we can focus on adding some vitamin D, the magnesium and zinc. These kind of things, items will get introduced in their diet, so it will help them to reduce their inflammation partially, but not for it is not the complete cure
or a
anything,
solution for this kind
but
of
it will be a
inflammatory.
supportive therapy, because most of the time this patient has this issue of swelling and pain and water retention. So we can work on all these kind of symptoms, like the way we this diet will help you to elevate the symptoms, but not for the curing of any disease.
Any of the diseases. But definitely they need to follow the consultants or the doctor's advice. In the same way, in our dietary pattern, we're talking about the diet which fuels our body. In the same way, drinks. In our cold countries like UK, we go for coffee for everything. That's our comfort zone, where we have a cup of coffee. The same time now, mocha tea, everything is coming into play. I'm not sure whether having or consuming so much number of cups of coffee or tea are healthy, or is there any healthier alternative options available which we could prepare and consume?
Okay. Whenever the question comes about caffeine or tea, okay. Right now we cannot say completely stop the coffee and tea to anyone, okay, but we can tell that you can cut down the portion, and you can have mild version of tea or coffee, and you can have coffee or tea before 4 p.m. so that it will not affect your sleep, it will not irregular your sleep pattern.
Yes.
Okay, so if you are having before 4, it is fine, and don't go beyond more than 2 cups of tea or coffee. If you are restricting coffee, then it is absolutely fine. If you're planning to cut down or removing coffee or tea from your diet, it's absolutely fine. So any tea, it is a green tea, black tea, or any tea, a tea without water, a tea without sugar, any tea, any caffeine is actually not good, and it is not
Actually not good.
Yeah, means I'm also a tea drinker person. Okay, I also like to have tea and coffee. I'm not denying those things, but you should know that if it is affecting your health, because I get the patients with overactive bladder and the UTI issues, and sometimes there is patients who having this, what we call it as
Spastic bladder?
No. Most of the female had this problem.
Stress incontinence? Or?
Yes, stress incontinence. Okay. So for these females, they always has the habit of having 3 to 4 cups of coffees in the morning. So whenever you will get these kind of patients for the bladder activity, or even for the prostate and everything, You should always tell the patient that you have to cut down on your tea and
Number of
caffeine.
times
Yeah.
you drink coffee and tea.
Whenever, as soon as they will reduce their tea, coffee, and their dairy and their sugar, they will start showing the difference in their infection and all other their muscle contraction things, and everything will get done.
And the pattern of our bladder muscle
Bladder muscle
controlling.
control will
Wow.
get done.
Okay, I never
Yeah.
realized that.
Yeah, means it's a newly studied work for me. Because I have recently studied about it, and I have asked some patients to follow this, and it was very helpful for them to cut down on the sugar, tea, and coffee. And herbal teas are always, means it's fine, absolutely fine, okay, unless and until there is no flavor involved.
Yes.
If it is a natural, you are having like most of the this people from Arabic country, they drink the tea with the roots.
Yes.
Some have this habit, or the Chinese people has having lot of herbal teas, like they eat the chamomile tea and other teas. Even there are, but whenever you are buying any tea, it should not infused with any flavor.
Okay.
It should be actually a herbal tea. And whenever you are having herbal tea, or if you are making any tea, you should not make it more concentrate.
Yes, yes.
Okay, you should not be dark. You should boil the water, then put a tea bag or whatever you want to add it in that. Then turn off the gas, steam it for 30 seconds to 1 minute, and then remove the bag and drink that tea.
Okay.
So that is the way you should drink it. You should not make it more concentrate and then
make
have
it as a too thick
too
decoction.
thick decoction
coffee.
and all those things.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's very informative. This concept, what I've learned, there's always a saying: "What you put in your mouth, that will be you are."
Yes.
The same way, the healthy you are, the way it goes, wherever you eat the food, and that's environment will design your health. So there is a program on Netflix I watched where having friends over for dinner or having meal outside with the friends in a moderate way, that makes people so much healthier than anything, eating on our own or eating wrong food. What is your take on this environment factor?
Yeah, means right now people are using food as a therapy. Means if they are happy, they are eating. If they are sad, they are eating. If they are stressed, they are eating. If they are working more, they are eating. So for me, I can suggest that yes, any occasional or any party time, if you are having a food, if you are making a food, or if you are having a potluck or something, but you should have control that what you are eating, and you should design your meal. Right now, means I have seen lot of corporate meetings when they design or plan or order their food for any meetup or something. They take care of their dietary guidelines, and they ask their employees that what they exactly want to eat and all that. But there are certain people also in that group that they will be like, if they are going out, they will eat junk.
Yes.
And
Just for a day, let me
just
have whatever
for a
I
day.
fancy.
Yeah, whatever I fancy. So it is all we can say it's you should change the attitude of towards food rather than considering it as mood enhancing, or we can say that I'm not finding the word.
Is it like just to mask the depression or the feeling of mood swings?
Mood swings, yeah. You should not be like that. If you feel bad, you can go out, meet people.
Yes.
And go for exercise, go for a movie or something, but don't sit in the closed room and don't eat, because that is the problem. People having a lot of issue with the body shaming. I met one lady. She was so beautiful, but her weight has increased, and it was a telephone consultation. Then she came and met me, and she was saying that I don't feel like to go out because I feel like everyone is watching on me. And she is not eating any fancy food, but she told me that she can eat 9 to 10 chapatis in a day, in a one meal.
Wow.
Means she is like, I don't have any control, because after eating food I feel good, but if I have to go outdoor, I feel bad, because I feel like everyone is looking at me and she feel ashamed about her body shape.
Judgmental.
So judgmental. But actually, if she had started with whatever weight, whatever she is having, she should started going out and she should enjoy the life. It will be very easy for her. But you should have a good support from your family
And friends, without a question.
Without a question.
But this is all the casualties of COVID, lifestyle, isn't it? People gets everything, work from home, doing everything from home and everything. Is there, I know food has a major role in our health. Is there any food which can replace the medicine for any disease?
Food and diet is, from me, means as per my experience, it work into the preventive healthcare.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfectly
So
said.
food is not at all a medicine. Okay. Medicine is a different kind of part and parcel of the healthcare industry. Medicine is there to support you, to help you get cure. But food will help you, if you're having a good food health choice, it will help you to not to get the medicine. So food and dietitian and the physiotherapist comes under the preventive healthcare, not into the, means I don't consider means nutrition has a lot of best part into the acute and all those things, these settings. But if the dietitians, if they work better in the preventive section, the patient will not go towards the secondary healthcare.
100%, I agree with you. It's a preventative medicine. If you control your diet or what you eat, you may not be in the need to take medicine.
Yeah.
I agree with you, because there's loads of conversation. People are saying that, I've seen it by myself, where people with rheumatoid arthritis, people with systemic lupus erythematosus, SLE, they're saying, this is the best diet you should follow. I'm living medicine free after taking 3 months. I said, no. Yes, I agree with you. Food can be considered as a fuel, but not as a medicine. I thought I'll put it across to you and understand it.
No, because there are there are a lot of thoughts involved. Means it's all in the market. It's like, if you'll have these supplements, you'll feel better. Like recently, right now there is people. Means I have met group of some female. They were asking me that, is this medicine is good for menopause? I was saying that menopause is a natural process. If you are getting any symptoms, if you are feeling that you cannot manage some kind of symptoms, then you can discuss with your GP or something, rather than immediately starting
Looking
with
for a
some
diet.
supplement. Means there is a term called cortisol mama on the internet. They are giving some drops of cortisol so that it will be easy to manage your
Menopausal symptoms.
But
Wow.
I don't believe in that, because they don't want to do exercise. They want to creep. They don't want to eat. They don't want to start anything good. It is like, but it is. That's why it's an attitude.
It is.
It's an attitude.
My friend of mine, she's a women's health physiotherapist, and she has recently come across with a research which clearly states any women after the age of 45 who may be slowly getting into the perimenopausal stage, that is the time you need to think about weight training, regular exercises, and without that your body cannot produce enough amount of cortisol by itself
Yes.
to look after the symptoms.
Correct.
Oh my God. I think I need to get the women's health physiotherapist to come and talk about menopausal symptoms.
Actually, because menopause is right now, and most of the females are getting premenopausal things. Earlier, menopause was not a common term. It's like, I don't hear that my mom was knowing about the menopause and all these kind of things. They have managed their lifestyle reasonably, because they are highly active.
Yes.
Yeah. And they didn't find means any reason to showcase their tantrums and their irritations and all those things. Okay, means I don't remember that any time my mom has showed
Maybe
any
your
kind
father
of.
would have felt it.
Yeah, I mean, my dad was always on her, like, he was the superior. So, but this menopause means, these are the fancy words, what I can say. Is a menopause, yes. Means I'm finding some women come across me like at the age of 35 also they're saying, oh no, my doctor told me it might be the menopause. I'm saying, oh, people are planning families at the age of 35.
35, yes.
The people are, means the female are giving birth at the age of 42 right now. They are struggling to give birth to baby. And at the age of 35, you are saying me that you are starting a premenopausal symptoms.
God.
But it's very difficult for these women to
Yes.
convince them that it's not a premenopausal symptom. You can think about your stress level. You can speak with someone and
Yes.
think about you might have something different.
Yes.
But it is a new term right now.
Yes. The people need to watch out for more episodes from us, actually. I think I've scheduled her to talk about women's health in the near future. When we talk about the fuel, diet or the food as a fuel to the body, do we need to vary the amount of food we take or type of food we take for a man and a woman, child, young adult? What is your take on those?
So, as per recommended dietary allowance, everyone, the male, female, the child, the teenager, the infant, everyone has the different calorie requirement, the protein requirement for sure. But the diet should not be the monotonous for sure.
Okay.
Your plate means it's a very if you'll know means if you'll see this eat well guidelines from the NHS,
Yes.
okay, or the BDA, British Dietetic Association, how to eat healthy, the first template you will receive from the British Dietetic Association also. It's like you should have at least 3 to 4 types of food in your meal, and at least if you are having a one meal or one pot meal, it should have at least 4 colors. So I always tell the patient, like if you are having lentils or something, you can have, there are variety of lentils available in the market. You can have one at Monday, one at Tuesday, one at Wednesday, one at Thursday. So because every lentil has, means we are calculating only protein,
Yes.
but every lentil and every millet or every cereal has their own micronutrients.
Wow.
So that is very helpful. Like most of the, means I cater mostly the Asian patients. So here in UK also, my cohort is more of the Asian patients and rest of the other patient. So I always tell them that rather than focusing only on wheat and rice, you should also introduce the other millets like the pearl millet or the kodo millet and other things in your diet, because you are aware about it, how to make the recipes, how to make the food out of it. You can go for different types of couscous. You can also add, but most of them are more keen into having a different cereals from the super, yeah, or the super shop. They will tell me, I am having this cereal from the Waitrose, I am having this from the Tesco, and this is best, and all those things. For them, I always tell them that even for this, I don't want to name
The brand.
yeah, but that's K cereals.
Yeah.
The weight loss they are using for weight loss. But if you check the food labels, the sugar levels are 17 grams per 100 grams. So whatever the fancy cereals and the granolas out in the market, everyone has the sugar levels are more than 12 to 15 grams per 100 gram, which is not at all recommended
By any
anyone,
organization.
yeah.
Wow. Thank you very much for your time, Anaga, and it was quite informative. And we'll catch up on another episode as soon as possible.
Thank you so much.